Hi, we're here today with Beth of Jewelry by Beth Lauren, and we're at the garage of the Chelsea Flea Market. She's going to show us how she finds the antique pieces that are one day part of the vintage-inspired line that she designs. So we're going to go and dig through all of the heaps and piles of things in here and hope to find a treasure that will one day be a unique creation by Beth. Are you ready?
Yep.
So Beth, it's huge in here. How do you know where to begin?
I usually start with my usual vendors that I know will have the things that I need. There are certain ones that I need to recreate pieces that I get orders for, so I'll focus on those and then stumble upon other vendors along the way. And everything all comes from the area. It's all accessible here.
Great. So is all the parts of it, are they all vintage, or do you mix in new items with old items as well?
It's new and old, so it's reworking what's, a lot of the stuff is overpriced, so you have to try to find stuff that you need to dig for.
So that is an important concern for you. You have to pay close attention to how much you're paying for your base pieces.
Exactly. And usually, I have my style, so I tend to gravitate towards what I've worked with before. Yeah, but there's always so much new stuff to find.
It does seem like it's endless in here.
It is. It's huge.
So other than the flea market, what other types of shopping places do you go? Do you check out yard sales, small antique stores?
In New York, usually the flea market would be my main attraction, but in a smaller city, and when I first started doing this a while back with my jewelry, I would go to estate sales, yard sales, and you can get great finds there for really cheap.
So now that Beth has finished showing us how she finds the pieces and all her inspiration, we're going to go back to her studio and take a look at what happens to those great buckles, clips, earrings, and knickknacks that she picks up at the flea market. So shall we go?
Yep, let's go.
So now we've joined Beth in her studio, and we're going to take a look at where she works and how she puts her pieces together. So you have to be very self-disciplined working from home and working for yourself. You have no boss to get in trouble with when you fail to start your
It can be harder though. When you're your own boss, everything is on you. This is my line and this is my livelihood, so I'm a bit of a perfectionist, so everything needs to be right and everything needs to get done, so there are pros and cons either way.
So after all the hard work, we get to see the payoff. This is an assortment of your final pieces, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Nice. The button.
Exactly.
So that's a great example of the variation that you see a little bit, because we looked at what will also be another one of this style while we were at your workspace, and it was a slightly flatter button, but definitely the chain element was the same, and the visual style is very similar.
Right.
So what pieces of advice would you have for a girl who is watching this and sees your beautiful work and feels very inspired by what you do?
If it's something that you love and you're passionate about, to pursue it. There's no reason why you can't. I have no business background whatsoever. I was a fine arts major, but you learn it all as you go along, and if you're passionate about something or just a certain part of the industry, the fashion industry, jewelry, to definitely pursue it, because it's, you can make it work. You can all make it work. We're really proud.
So thank you so much for having me today and letting me follow you around.
Thanks for coming. It's great having you.
Thank you. Have a nice afternoon.
Thanks.